the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense takes the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Lewis. They get him down after he makes the catch. And the Volunteers head it quickly to the line. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Matthews. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Got it. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Dances away. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Buying some time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooners offense will take the field for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job... Everything away. It's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally...
Snatches it on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Another big completion for the Sooners, and that's right in keeping with that legacy of great quarterbacks.
Just dudes that can spin it. The offense is always fun. It's always fast. There's a lot of things about Oklahoma that you can count on. And offense and great quarterback play is always one.
The Sooners in the hurry up. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Caught close to the marker, it's Burks. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Arnold. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get to get 6.
And he made the extra point without problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to find his man on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
release on the RPO. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game done.
To throw, it's Iamaleava. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And he'll go out of bounds, and he will be short of the... The Sooner offense returns to the field, looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, give on the inside. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Sooners will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. They get him down after he makes the catch. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Power football with the run. Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He now has 72 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quick completion to the right. They make the tackle at the 22, and we'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Vols!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He finds his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Matthews. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He fires it out to the right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, Let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
The Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
The Sooners moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Burks. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You're expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They're bringing heat. Quarterback extends the play. Thrust that arm out.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on it. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Arnold. He makes the connection, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! A offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Sooners want to move quickly. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. And you think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
To the air, it's Arnold. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Coming after him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown!
Number 15.
Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Gets it out fast. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. The give as they work on that clock. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Vols are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Selden.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them. So you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Arnold. And he ends up taking a safety. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year.